Hi there, Aquarius. This is Kim here with your reading. Hope you're doing good. We're just going to pull some cards and see what we get from the 108 deck, and maybe we'll go into a different deck after that. But let's just see initially what wants to come out for you. I started this reading before. I got the 10 card and Summer card and Chiron from that deck. It just didn't feel right. It was so funny. It's funny because it was talking about changes and being adaptable, and then something didn't feel right, so I shut it off. I don't know. Maybe that's a message for you, that maybe you started to do something and then it just didn't feel right, so you shut it off, or you shut it down, or you shut down. Can have to do with Chiron, with having to feel like you're healing something. So I have the Pioneer card, number 2, and the Leo energy. So with this card, it says boldness, destination or bust, the cutting edge, long journey, trailblaze, true grit, challenge, navigating uncharted territory, resourceful, team, got your 6, unflappable courage. So when you pioneer something, you're doing something that nobody else has done before. Or maybe it's about you doing something that you've never done before. Going in a direction it might feel a little scary. Whoa, yeah. Yeah, you do have a decision to make about where you're going. The forked road is coming out, and a Namkara. This can be a decision in love, Aquarius. The forked road has 2 roads here. I'll be honest, one road looks like it's going towards the stormy time, and one road looks like it's headed towards better weather. The way that this person is doing this with the, I always found this interesting, where he's got his fingers crossed behind his back. It gives me the element of whatever I read down here for you that you're not telling, it's going to be a surprise to others. And in fact, you may be saying, oh, I feel like I'm going to do this or go here, and then you end up doing something completely the opposite. It's not lying. I don't take it as lying. I just take it as like, I feel like you're going to make a decision kind of like last minute to go in a direction that is different than what you've been telling people that you're going to go. And that's just the message that's coming through, because we're channeling messages as well as getting them here through the cards. So this is what I'm going to read. The forked road, it says direction change, options, free will choice, opportunity, alternatives, multiple choice, the moment of truth, crisis, possibilities, turning point, a change in circumstance. And it's tied to this Pioneer card, so you're getting the move on. You're going to be going, and I just feel like this is definitely saying, I don't usually point that out with this card, that this person has their fingers crossed. Yeah, you're just keeping it to yourself. Like you have a direction switch up, a shift coming, and you're not maybe you're not 100% sure yourself what that decision is going to be, but you absolutely know it's nobody else's business. Like, that's what I get with this card. Okay, so then I have number 6, which is a beautiful card, a Namkara, unconditional love, romance, soulmates, an uncommon bond, devoted, always, tenderness, timeless, constant, affection, best friends, appreciation, unchanging, and infinite love. Oh. It's like you maybe For some of you all, I know that's not going to be for every story, but those first story I'm getting is like being with somebody and then saying to yourself, you know, that there may be like this love that you're wanting to go towards that is going towards it will separate you from everything that you're involved with at this time. The signs that are out here so far are Capricorn, Leo, and Taurus. So that might be significant to you, maybe. I don't... For some, that's going to be a love that has already existed. It's just been in the background. For others, it's going to be a 5D kind of love. Something that's always connected in spirit. Whether you know the person or not yet. There's gonna be a change here, is what I feel like. A shift that, it's like a last minute shift, a last minute decision. It's something like that, like a last minute shift. Last minute decision, not telling anybody, and in fact, maybe telling people something quite opposite. Yeah, it's a secret. The golden rose, it's a secret. It's a secret as to where you're gonna go. Or what you're gonna do. Or who you're gonna be with. See, separation, antimony. I think ultimately your spirit is saying that you're gonna be separating from something or someone and going after your instinct or your urge, like what you feel like your soul is pulling you, like you can't resist yourself with this card, right? Like you can't resist yourself, or you won't be able to resist this turning point. Because it's going to feel good, right, or just natural to you. Free-flowing love. Free-flowing love. Here's the travel. Here's the communication. Mercury. Flipping it around though, right? The against nature card. Yeah. What is this? Okay, I like this. I'm going to put this in the corner. Ultimately, it's all tied into that. All of this is tied into that. Even your, maybe an impulsive decision to go in a certain direction. Yes. Yes. I like this. I like this. The androgen. Against nature and Mercury. And against nature came out kind of upside down because you're in a situation that feels just downright uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. So we'll have to turn it around so that life feels comfortable to you. There's something where you know that you're supposed to feel more comfortable with big decisions, such as who you're with, who you're around, what location your body is sitting at this time, what kind of career that gives you joy, or does it make you feel boxed in? You may be really good at a career also. You may be excellent at it, but feel uncomfortable. Or like it goes against Aquarius' beautiful, unique nature to do things a little different, right? Yeah, it's all tied into the Great Work card up there. I hope my fan's not too loud. I love this. I love this fan. Let me move it. Move it back a little bit. Maybe that'll also help here. Sounds a little loud. Sounds a little loud. Yeah, so the great work is tied into all of this. And then we have the Uranus card on the bottom. And we have the androgen card right here. So the androgen card is when you are creating something kind of like brand new. It is with another person. It might be with somebody who, I mean, maybe your lives are night and day. Maybe you and this person are complete opposites. But something is bringing it together, or something is bringing the two of you together. It's to create something new and beautiful. The blue rose, and then the spider. The spider is related to the sign of Aquarius, too. And that might be significant for you. You maybe you're seeing spiders more, or they've been kind of trying to give you a message. What would they be telling you? They would be telling you to weave whatever web, whatever dream you want. Because how many webs does the spider get to weave in its lifetime? As many as they want, all the time. And you are doing that with your dreams. And so the spider might be telling you that it's okay to tear it down and go into another spot and whip another one right back up, right? It's telling you to try things, and it's telling you to try something new. Incorporate your dreams into this. So I'm not sure who this person is. It doesn't necessarily, it can be a person from your past. It can be a person from a past life. But the meaning of it would, in this reading, would be that currently you're not creating together, and that you will be. That's what it really means. So whether you're pulling this energy in from 5D and you just feel it, you just have a gut knowing that there is this beautiful love that you've never experienced before, and there is a creative project tied to this, because it's that means that there could be a creative project, but so the great work is the big created project of you being here. Yeah, I said on my board today, or on my post today, I was noticing, I actually came up with this quote, I guess, whatever, it's just something little, but I said we're not meant to sedate, we're here to create. And when we're not open to changing things, then everything becomes sedentary. And then what happens to stuff that's sedentary? It rots and it withers away. And the reason I even came up with that today, the reason it came to my mind was because that's what I've been doing. That, like, literally, there's been lots of things in my own experience, just to add my experience to your reading, that I've been sitting on and not getting, that synergy, getting the synergy going. Like, I need to get things going a little bit more. And it kind of reminds me of what's actually going to go on with you, is this feeling of, this against nature. Like, I just would see somebody being in like a sedentary state where you're one with the underworld in this state, but in a box too. And there's all these things around, and it feels gross. And that's what can happen to us, right? It can. So I see this reading as saying that Aquarius is going to do something about that, and is going to make some changes. And yeah, fingers crossed, because I don't think you're going to let anybody know about what changes you're going to make until the last minute that you make it. Maybe after you actually do, and then they can see what your decision was. The number 726 up there with those cards. So this is all tied into your great work, and all of this here, we have to have this communication. You have communication here from the Uranus card. The Uranus card means that drastic change is coming into your life. That's what that card is. And it can be like a lightning bolt of drastic change. I kind of see somebody having an epiphany or a brilliant idea, an enterprising, brilliant idea. Your communication or your networking might be extremely important with this, with the Mercury card. I think we probably need to pull some more cards. But that's what I see so far. And of course, everything, like I said, everything is part of the great work. Everything is part of your great work. Even this uncomfortable bit that we're coming out of is part of the great work. So, let's see what else we hit. What else do you want Aquarius to know? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You see those? Yeah, you can see them. Okay. At the crystal ball, intuition, they're saying, you know. You know. You already know. Seeing clearly, discernment, a premonition. Oh. Premonition. ESP, past, present, future, sixth sense. You just know. Just know. Something's going to change. And then the map card, where are you going? Maybe you're just going to take... All right, so that, yeah, divination, a gut knowing, okay, the crystal ball. You just know. The map card says exploration, find your way. Locate unknown destination, new territory, lay of the land, prepare, chart a course, figure it out, directions, read the signs, and a new perspective. This could be signs and synchronicities telling you about this. And you just know. So you're tapping into your intuition, your gifts, your abilities to just know something. And I have the happening now card. The situation or event in question is happening now. I have 5, 3, 1 on these cards, and I have Aries and Scorpio. But with the happening now card, you have two people. They look like they're having fun, kind of a loving embrace here. And the train in the background would suggest a person moving on with their journey. Going to the next phase, right? It's the journey, but it's about moving on, going somewhere. So this big turning point is happening now. Look at this. Just with these cards out here, you're in alignment, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Without one number out of place, you have every number in alignment. It feels like something's adding up to you. It's going in the direction where you just have a feeling that it's going to be right. That you just have a feeling that's going to be right. And now maybe there's this comparison with, well, it can't be worse than this. Or it can't be as uncomfortable as this. But I just think it goes a little bit, a step further here. I think it taps into your intuition of just like your soul speaking to you, your higher self speaking to you. letting you know that something, it just kind of feels right to go in this new direction, right? So, all right. So with yoga, it says, contemplation, a deep breath, centered, to go within, steady, balanced, relax, take a break, inner child healing, meditate, time alone, balance chakras, reflection, wellness, and rest. Let's get one more. Oh, yay. Now I like it when that happens, because it's like Spirit saying, at this time you feel maybe uncertain about what the outcome's going to be if you go in this new direction. And maybe this has been, you've been living in some kind of uncertainty, but they're saying that what your gut is telling you to trust your intuition about what feels right. Because we have the very likely card. At this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur. And that is the good stuff. The good stuff. So let's see. Maybe let's get a card on why you feel uncertain. Maybe it's a big move, a big decision. Oh. Okay. Tell me about uncertain. Courthouse. Oh, okay. So there could be legalities or like paperwork or things that have to be done legally, or how's this going to work out? It can be an actual court case where you're like, I don't know how this court case is going to go. Courthouse. See, these two people are coming together. My parents got married at a courthouse. I don't know. They always used to say that. Tell me more about courthouse. Imprisonment. This is where we're feeling trapped. Some kind of official thing going on. This is when we're trapped in our mind, when we feel like I can't wiggle from a situation, like when we feel like Eight of Swords, anxiety or restricted in some way, we could really be in our headspace. Tell me more about imprisonment and how we deal with that. Health. Bad health card. Imprisonment. The imprisonment is about your, I take that card as meaning like your psyche, about feeling kind of trapped. Oh gosh. Some of you all might be in a situation where you're having to take care of somebody else. That's obviously not going to be everybody, but there may be something where there's an obligation, or you've obligated yourself. This can also be definitely when we feel like we want to do more things, but there might be a restriction when it comes to like the health of our finances or our own physical health, maybe limiting us in some way. Tell me how we overcome that, or what this is about in the distant horizons. So I feel like your worries or your concerns about how something is actually going to happen, it's going to be just fine. The distant horizons card is your ships coming in. It's like a fantastical ship here, and you have an anchor, which is about your faith. So keeping your faith, and it looks like you will be traveling again. Traveling. The sudden wealth card. Probably tied to your great work or something that you'll be stepping into. Surely if finances was an issue with the health of finances, then something like that gets better. 777, it can be lucky. Oh, they were wanting to say that this. They're really wanting this to come out. And they're wanting me to read it in the reverse. I was going to say with the sudden wealth card, though, when it came out, the way that it came out, I don't think this is absolutely sudden. Like, I don't think it's coming on as sudden. The way that it came out makes me feel like something that you have worked on for a while. Maybe it's your skill set that you've cultivated for a while. I don't think this is like, it is good money, it's wealth, but it's something that comes to you because like you deserve it and you've earned it at this stage or at this point. The community card in the reverse, some of you all are being led to different people and actually a move, a different location. Something to do with the people that you're surrounding yourselves with and finding the most healthy community or people to create with. Oh, there's that feeling, that stuckness, the resin, sedentary, stuck. Pathway. The pathway. Okay. What else? Tarot. Should we do some tarot? Let's just ask them flat out, Spirit, tell me, how do we get past this uncertainty or past this uncomfortable period? How do we do this? Or when will we know this change is coming in, this big change? Maybe it can tell us about that. Unexpected offer on the bottom, Knight of Cups. Okay, so how is this change coming in for Aquarius? How's this change coming in? Oh, because you walk in a different direction than where you're at currently. Just very obvious. 8 of Cups. 6 of Swords. Could they be more obvious? The 2 cards in the tarot deck of 78 that mean, let's pack my bags and go somewhere. Cross my fingers, I'm probably not telling you where. I love it. I love it. I love that. I do. I really love it. Because you're listening to your intuition. You're doing what it says it needs to do. You're getting out of a difficult, uncomfortable, stormy time. And you are well on your way. If you stay on this path here, where this 8 of Cups is, I mean, do you see that the sun and the moon, they're arguing. They're arguing, they're fighting, something is done for, something is not pleasing anymore with these cups that lie there. And so you get your stick, your little hermit stick, and you go on your path to your 9th cup. Your 9th cup is going to fulfill your wishes. Maybe that's where absolutely your intuition's leading you. That's what the 6 of Swords means, and the 6 of Swords is your card. But the 8 of Cups would be Pisces energy, and Pisces is all about, okay, for one thing, being a little secretive sometimes. And, like, I'm just getting the image of somebody being a little secretive and maybe being a little introverted, but this time it's, like, very introverted, and people start to wonder, oh, where are you? No, they're gone. They're going after their dream, is what I'm feeling. I like it. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it as that. Look, if it resonated and you want a private reading, then you can get a private reading. I always keep them affordably priced. If you want one, it's in the description box below. I'm leaving it where it is. And it looks like you're leaving something too. I love this reading. Beautiful. Warms my heart. Warms my heart. Yeah, so you're meant to create, not sedate. Meaning, what I meant by that, it has a little play of the word to sedentary, the prefix, right? Well, but what I meant by that was we can become very sedated or we sedate ourselves, numb, just so that we can handle or deal with an experience, with a person, with a job, with a situation. And before you know it, 20 years has passed by. And so I don't want people to get to that point. So I have 17. The quality of work you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. I am independent. And 666. Big wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. Use your wisdom. You are wise and you are brilliant. And 7 and 15, and there is some sort of adventure that you're going to tap into. 23. I'm adventurous. All right, my dears, that's what I have. Sending you love and light.